to another tutorial with me. My name is Crafty Jojo and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I want to show you how I made this lovely wedding keepsake box. And it features the Make Medallion set. I've used the medallion stamps to create medallions, cut them in quarters and used it for the corners. I have used the stamp set to decorate my spine. And it's actually a box that opens up like a book. So if you open the ribbon here, it opens up to this lovely sentiment here. It says, "May your love grow stronger, deeper and more beautiful with every passing year," which I personally think is really nice. And this one has been made in green, wasabi green, which is maybe a slightly unusual color for wedding keepsake boxes, but the one I'm going to do today for the tutorial is going to be in Blushing Bride. So we're going for a light pink. So this is the box. I think it's really lovely and it's very sturdy as well, because I have reinforced the sides of the box. So and it's quite a large one, so it can hold a lot of cards and other keepsakes, maybe photographs that you want to put inside. And yeah, it's a nice project, easy to make, and I'm going to show you what you will need. First of all, we need cardstock. So you need a piece of Blushing Bride for the box that measures 12 inches by 10 1/4. And then for the book cover, I ran out of Blushing Bride, so I chose the next nearest color to that, and I even don't know what it's called, but it's also a light pink. And the cover measures 10 1/2 by 6 1/2, and then you would need to cut 3 panels in very vanilla, and the panels measure 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and you need 3 of them. And then I have already stamped my sentiment and die cut a circle from it with my circle dies, and the circle die was 3 1/4 inch. And this is how I have mounted my stamps. Let me just show you. This is how they were mounted. So right next to each other, and this is the outcome when you stamp it. And they are from the Floral Phrases stamp set. So I've used this beautiful flower and this sentiment, and my Make a Medallion stamp set was the Celebration freebie. I've only used these two and this little bit here. So and the colors I have stamped with, my sentiment here has been stamped with Sweet Sugar Plum, and my medallions, which I made 4, have been stamped with Blushing Bride and Sweet Sugar Plum. So these 2 colors for 4 of your medallions, because you will need, go back to this box, you will need 1 for the front, and then this is 1 medallion, this is the second medallion, and the third one is here. So altogether you need 4 medallions. And I actually just noticed I forgot myself to cut the circle that layers underneath my medallion here, so I will still need to cut a circle from Blushing Bride. What else do you need? You need to stamp your medallions. You got your panels, you got this. Oh, your spine. For your spine you need 3 strips. The first and biggest one is 6 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then I go down quarter steps. So this is 6 by 1, and this is 5 3/4 by 3/4. And then I've punched out 3 little circles with my circle punch. That was the which one was it? I think the 3/4 inch. The 3/4 inch circle punch, because I layer them underneath my pearls with a rim, you know, so they will just slightly stick out, and it's going to give a little colored accent. So this is what I'm going to do. And at some point you would also need some ribbon to tie your box, and I'm probably going to go for this one, which was also the freebie in the celebration. This was the combo pack, the silver and the gold ribbon, and I'm going to use the silver for this. So let me put these bits away, and we need to get scoring. The scoring is not a lot, but needs to be done. So let's start with our box, because the bigger part apparently is going to be our box. And I'm going to use my trimmer, and we are going to score at all 4 sides at 1 1/2 inch and at 3 inches, and that's a whole scoring for your box already done. So 1 1/2 and 3, and then you just turn it 90 degrees, and again 1 1/2 and 3. Oops, nearly took the wrong one. That wouldn't have been good. That would have cut it, and then that would have been the end of my box, because I ran out of Blushing Bride 12 by 12. That calls for another order with Stampin' Up. So here we go. So this is our box. So this is the center of a box, and as I told you before, I have reinforced the sides of your box, so these apparently are going to layer double, so they are going to be a really sturdy box. And we also need to score our lid, and our lid is, or like the cover of the book is going to be scored at 4.5 and at 6. So 4.5 inches is here. We score it, and at 6 inches we score it. And that's all the scoring done here. So I'm gonna burnish and fold. And set this aside, because this is, I actually have a few, I don't know, I think something is wrong with my blade, because I always have little fuzzy bits here that I need to cut off by hand. It's just not a very sharp cut. I'm not happy with that. Don't know what happened there. Yeah. Oh, here, see, there's everywhere these frizzy little bits here that I always have to take out by hand. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to ring Stampin' Up and ask what's the problem here, because my trimmer is brand new. Got it last week. Alright, so here we go. This is the cover. We can set this aside, and now we need to get into here. And first of all, I want to burnish all my score lines and fold them, because that makes the cutting for me easier, especially on this light color. You don't really see the lines well when you've scored with the trimmer, because it really makes very thin lines. Here we go. So apparently we need to do a bit of cutting here to get our flaps together. So this is what you have so far. Can you see it all? And I'm going to start in my right bottom corner, and I'm going to take out basically these 3 bits on, let me just mark them so it's easier. So we're going to take out this, this and this. This, this and this. They all can go. And that's what I'm going to do now, and I will be back. So this is what we are left with when we take out all the panels that I've just marked, and now we need to create the flaps. And I'm going to make my cut here and here and here and here. So I'm going to cut in straight, and then I'm going to wedge it or notch it, however you want to call it, for a better fit. And then I'm also going to wedge here only on the reinforcement of the side wall. And now don't make the mistake to cut here, because the flap is here like so. So this is the line we need to cut. So first of all, you cut in straight, and then you're going to wedge your flap like so. And then we are going to wedge the reinforcement here. All right. And again, we are going to cut in, because this flap is here, so the cut is going to be here. So we're going to cut this a straight line. And then we're going to notch it or wedge it, whatever. Right, and again I'm also going to wedge my reinforcement here, and then don't cut here, make sure this is the mirror image of that side, so you're going to cut in here straight, and then you're gonna wedge it. And then don't forget to wedge your last reinforcement here. And after we've taken off all the little bits that are left over, that's it. Clean sweep. This is what you're left with, and this is your box, and it's going to assemble like so. You're going to pop these in here, and then these fold in over there. Can you see it? This will fold in over here. And over here. And the same here, and then these sides fold in. So this is basically what I'm going to do now. And I tend to glue the whole box together in one go. You can do it differently, but I'm doing it this way, so it might be a bit confusing to you why I do it, but I think this works best for me. And as this is my project, I do it my way. You can do it your way. All right. So first of all, I have added glue to all 4 flaps, and then because this is going to fold in to reinforce, I'm already going to add the glue here on all 4 sides as well. And now, this is what I do. First of all, bend it like so. This goes in like so. This goes in like so. This goes in like so, and this goes in like so. And then all I do is I use my bone folder and rub it down until it sticks. And like this, I have a nicely squared up box. Might look awkward to you, but this is how I glue this type of box together. And if I have a bit of, because my bone folder is mingen, I just use this eraser. It takes out excess glue, which I've just applied because my bone folder is not clean. Let me use the Stampin' Up! One. That's also slightly smudged, but alright, it'll do the job. So also at the same time, I burnish my box again to give it a really sturdy, and that's my box done, nicely squared, really clean corners, as you can see, and that's it. So now that we're done with the box, we can actually start, because this is how the box is going to be placed inside our cover. But this is one of the last steps to undertake. The next bit is to decorate the cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue in place my panels, and I'm going to use wet glue for it, and just going to quickly do this, and I will be back. So I've decorated the outside of my box. I'm not going to put the spine in now because we still need to do some stamping on it. I'm going to explain how I work that. And before we can actually glue in the inside, we would need to measure half of it here, find a center of this. This measures 6.5, so that's 3 1/4, and I will make a little mark at 3 1/4, which is here. And I do this on the opposite, and that will give me a very good idea where I'm going to position my ribbon. And my ribbon, as I said, I'm going to use my freebie, my celebration freebie. So I'm going to take 2 rather long strips, because I got sausage fingers, and tying a ribbon with it to a bow, if it's too short, I can't do it. Alright, so before I can put in my box and my panel, I would need to give a bit of glue to my ribbon and put it in place like so. All I do is I just use wet glue, and I do the other side as well. Can you see it? I just add a strip of a bit of wet glue, and then I just pop my ribbon down on my mark like so. Okay, and now it doesn't matter because we haven't decorated anything. This is now ready at this part here to get the panel glued in. And before I do this, I make sure, because I'm gonna add glue to my panel as well, but not everywhere, so to make sure that my ribbon doesn't pull out easily, I've surrounded my ribbon with extra glue, as you can see. And then I'm going to pop my panel on like so, and that's why I prefer to use wet glue, because the wet glue allows me to still move it around a bit. So I'm gonna rub it all over the place. All right, so this is what you've got so far. Now, before we glue in our box, we have to start decorating our corners here, and I'm also going to put in place my sentiment. So in order to do this, I'm just going to take big scissors and I aim through, because this allows you, because there's a point here and a point there, and there's a line in the middle, so it's quite easy to, you can put it in your paper trimmer, but to me it's easier to just cut it by hand. So I'm going to cut this in quarter pieces, quarter bits, and I'm going to glue them in my corners of my panel, and I'm going to do the same at the outside as well. So basically this is what I'm going to do. Fit them in with wet glue in all four corners. So this is going to be my inside decoration. And I'm also going to do the same at the outside, on all four corners, on both panels that are already in place. Alright? So I'm still in the process of gluing, and I just wanted to let you know how I do it, because I use pliers to, no, not pliers, tweezers to put them in place. So that just helps me. Oh, that's my cat. He's crying. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. It was two cats that wanted to come in, Paulini and Futsi. We got snow up here, it's very cold. Weather has deteriorated badly. So probably the other 8 will turn up as well at some point. Putting the corners in place is a bit fiddly, that's why I use tools that help put them in place. But I think it already looks very nice. It's a beautiful box, I love it. I'm going to make more of them. I'm sure they will sell very well in my shop. So, probably going to make one Night of Navy today as well. So this is what we've got so far. This is the outside, this is the inside, and we can actually set this away for a minute, because we are now going to look after our spine, and the spine needs some stamping. And this is how you're going to layer your spine. So you have the largest piece in white, and then the smaller piece in pink, and then in not in white, it's very vanilla. In very vanilla, the smallest bit. And then, because I'm planning to put these metal rimmed pearls on here, but I'm going to put them on these circles like so. All right, that's the plan. And I still want to stamp this little design in here. So this is how I did it, because apparently what I did was I put one, because the problem is if you glue the pearls in at this point, you won't be able to stamp in between, because the height of the block will be blocked by the height of the pearl, so you can't do that. And I'm going to use Sweet Sugar Plum to stamp it. So all I do is, this is not even glued in place, I just eyeballed the center of my strip here, though I think this is not 100% eyeballed. Oops. So am I happy with this? Where's my ruler? Want to be extra precise. So this is 5 3/4 roughly. Yeah, that's pretty much the center. So I leave it like this, and I just leave it lying there, and I'm going to load my stamp, and I am going to stamp my design to the left and to the right side, like so. And from here I can actually figure out where the others are going to sit, and then I stamp those like, let's see if you see what I mean now. If I wanted to stamp this here, this pearl would block it, so I just push my pearl out so that I will be able to stamp it. And we do the same on this side, and then that's how I actually managed to get these extra little stamps in place. It's a bit fiddly, I admit, but I think it's worth all the effort because it looks ever so pretty, doesn't it? And this is, I'm going to push a bit to there. Ah, I touched the paper, oh no. All right. I think I'm happy with this result. It's really tricky. And now we can actually, once this is done, we can quickly pop on all our pearls. And these are the 3 I will need. Come on. And I'm also going to quickly layer this. So if you want to watch it, I'm going to film it. So all I do is get my strip, get my wet glue, pop Tombow on, slide it on a bit, and I'm happy with this. Now I'm going to do the same with this one. Same procedure, Tombow on, slide it on, looks good, maybe a bit to the right here, that's it. And now I'm actually going to pop, this is the fiddly bit I actually don't want to record because it's going to take me forever. I'm going to pop these, trying to, wait a minute. Pop that on there, like so. And then all I do is I just hold it with my tool. Yeah, and I try to throw it on my paper, like so. You keep throwing it. It's all part of the tutorial. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Spread glue everywhere. Great demonstration of skill. Honestly. Alright, here we go. And we aim for the center and just pop it down like so. As you see, it's a bit fiddly, so I'm going to do this offline. You had your laugh. Alright, good job I went offline. That was a bit of swearing. So here we go. Once we got our spine decorated, you can actually glue it on. or maybe no, don't glue it on now, because we are now going to put the box in place, and that will give this a bit of chance to dry. So make sure you put it the right way up. When you open your book, the decorated panel is here, and where's my box? Here's my box, and we are going to apply glue to here and one side of your box. So I'm just going to add loads of Tombow here. Oh, got an itchy face. I got hay fever so bad, and although we got snow, there's still some pollen in the air, and it's killing me every year. So what I'm doing is, it's eyeballing basically, because you want to find the same distance here and there, and I see that this can, that's why I prefer wet glue, because I can still slide it around. And then that's why I didn't decorate my spine, because now I can still burnish here, whilst if you had glued in your spine by now you couldn't do this, but this will still allow you to do this. So this is what I'm doing. Burnish it, give it a good rub, give it a good rub here as well. Just really want this to adhere well, and this is how the box will close. So I'm actually going to try and tie a ribbon with my sausage fingers, and just, it doesn't need to be a very nice one, it's just to hold it closed so that this can dry. And I'm going to glue in my spine, which is basically, there's no upside or downside to it because there's no direction on my pattern, so you can just alright. So here we come, and I slide it in like so and so. And there you go. Am I happy with my positioning? No, I'm not. And again, the advantage of wet glue, you can still slide about a bit till you are happy. And I am happy with this result. And whilst this is drying, because the next thing would be to decorate the front, and as I said before, I forgot to die cut a circle, so I have to die cut a circle from my pink cardstock, and I will be back. So I've just die cut this circle, and it's a 2 3/4 circle, and this is going to layer with my medallion. So I have used double-sided tape, like foam tape, and you can use dimensionals as well, but I want to just finally actually get rid of this and use it up, so I'm going to use this today. I always, because this really sticks terribly well even to skin and everywhere, so I always cut it on the spool and try not to even touch it, because it sticks to skin. I said it before in another video, it sticks like monkey shit, like Affenscheiße. That's what we say in German, if something sticks really badly. Actually, we want it to stick well, but it sticks to skin terribly well, and you can't, even if you wash your hands, it's still sticky, so I just want to use it up and get rid of it. So this is the first layer, and I'm also going to put the super sticky something stuff here from The Works, I think. Let's see, it was The Works. I bought it. It was inexpensive, and it is actually fab. Once it's in place, it, as I said before, it sticks really well. But when you want to demo and something sticks like this, now this hair has been attracted to it, and see, I can't get rid of it. Even the cover paper sticks so well to it that you can't even pull that off properly. Alright, here we go. Nearly done. Okay. So, here is my box. Here is a little bit of glue, which this is what I love. I love this eraser, because if you have smudged glue somewhere, just gently rub over it till it erases it, so you can clean your surfaces. So try to eyeball it roughly centered and straight. There we go. And what I did was I also put one of these metal rimmed pearls, but I think it was a smaller one. It's not as big as this one, because yes, I like that. Pop it on to the center like so. And what's left to do is, if you open the box, as you remember, there was this rather large sentiment going on here, and this one also has been stuck on with this super tape. Like so. And I've also put a tiny one, I think that was. Oh my god, so fiddly. And no, I think I put it here. I didn't put, well, you can put it anywhere literally, but this is how I did it. So this is going to the inside of my cover. So I peel this off. And then, of course, because it has a sentiment on it, don't glue it in upside down. When you bring your box in, again, aim for a centered look, like placing, and there you go. And that's basically your box done. Isn't it pretty? I love it. And I think it works out in pink quite nicely. I mean, this is really girly, isn't it? So I'm going to try and tie a pretty ribbon to finish off with, and that's going to be a challenge with my fingers. I probably won't be able to do it while I'm on camera, because I can't swear, because I swear a lot. My husband is ex-army and we swear all the time. It's just a habit I can't get rid of anymore. Alright, as I said, it's not the prettiest bow, but it'll do. So this is the book finished. This is the other one in green, also pretty, but here I used the golden ribbon. I'm going to try and make another one in blue, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you like the boxes, and I hope I could inspire you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give my video a thumbs up if you liked it, and oh, I'm not going to tie this now, I'm going to make myself look silly. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to all my advice, and hope I could inspire you, you like it, and happy crafting. You find all the links to my shop if you want to buy some bits and bobs from Stampin' Up, and my website, my blog. All the links are in the description box of this video. And that's it for today. Have a nice day, happy crafting, and bye bye.